morning, everybody, and welcome to the grand opening of our official Arizona Office of Tourism Visitor Information Center. Town of Pinetop Lakeside is so excited to be having this facility here. I would like to introduce Ben Stewart, who is the Director of Community and Government Relations from the Arizona Office of Tourism, and our Town Manager, Keith Johnson. I'd like to recognize quite a few people that are here today and maybe some that aren't here. First of all, Jeannie Begovac, who's the chairman of our Ad and Pro Committee. She's not able to be here today. She'll be joining us shortly. I'd like to recognize the entire Ad and Pro Committee who's been very supportive of this. Our Tourist Information Specialist, Annie DeRozier, who is responsible for creating this beautiful space, including the kids camp in this little room over here. I hope everybody gets a chance to duck in there and see that. This morning I was fortunate enough to take a ride in a balloon. My first time, and it was amazing. I would like to thank Doug Lenberg, who is our balloon meister for our balloon festival that's coming up at the end of June, and my pilot, Mike Bertetto, who was wonderful this morning. We went on a ride, landed in Rainbow Lake, landed on the surface of Rainbow Lake, and then in the middle of the highway, changed riders, and then Ron MacArthur and his wife hopped in, and they did get wet and show the lake. But it was a great morning. It was a great morning.
Thank you for having me here today. It's much better weather than down in Phoenix. We had a long spring, but it didn't last long enough. So we're hitting the 90s, and we'll be in the hundreds before we know it. But you know, that's kind of one of the reasons why so many of us come up here. So you guys obviously know that you get a lot of or the opposite of a snowbird, a summer bird, I guess you could call it. But real quick, you know, the Arizona Office of Tourism, we're a state agency. My boss, Director Debbie Johnson, was appointed by Governor Ducey a little over 3 years ago. We're tasked with marketing the entire state globally and domestically as a travel destination. As everybody probably knows here, it's the largest industry in the state, the travel and tourism industry. It's our largest export-oriented industry. And on average, tourists or visitors will spend an average of $58 million a day in Arizona. And that positively affects all 15 counties, almost all of our 91 cities and towns, and hugely important, especially for rural Arizona. So we just launched a new program. We call it the Arizona Visitor Information Center Program, or AVIC for short. And our goal is to officially designate visitor centers all throughout the state as official visitor centers through the Office of Tourism, and making sure that we're all kind of working together as one, offering current information to our visitors. You know, for tourists, whether they're coming up from Phoenix or they're coming over from Germany or wherever they're coming from, or even people locally, these visitor centers serve as a kind of a first impression for your community, and offering information for the region, but also offering information for the entire state is really crucial for our customer service to our visitors. So again, thank you for having me. You guys have a beautiful visitor center here, and we're happy that you guys are one of our first designated centers.
Thank you, Ben. And before I let Keith take over, I failed to mention the hours. The visitor center will be open Monday through Friday from 8 to 5, Saturdays from 9 to 2, and Sundays from 9 to noon. We will be closed probably about 3 holidays. So over 360 days a year, this place will be open for all of our visitors. So, Keith.
What am I say something?
Did you wanted to say something?
Let's see. I did not prepare anything.
That's okay.
This was Tony's brainchild, Tony Alba, our community services manager. Appreciate his efforts in bringing this together. And also, as you recognized, Annie DeRozier's work in helping to help this vision come to fruition. Mm-hmm. I appreciate them and all of our staff of our town that have helped in many different ways to get this done, and especially the support of our council and mayor for and also moving in this direction. So thank you.
Thank you. Okay.
All right, we're ready to cut?
Go right ahead.
Let's do it.
How do I end up all I want to be in the back.
It was Annie's idea.
There we
okay.
go. You want to help?
Sure.
Sure.
Right,
it'll be a group effort.
Okay.
Yay!